Welcome, dear heart. Take a gentle seat or allow the body to rest just as it is. There is nothing to achieve in this moment. No test to pass, no performance to give. If there has been tightness in the chest or a knot in the belly, let that be okay. If thoughts have been circling, let that be okay too. This space is for kindness. Place one hand over the heart and one hand on the belly. Feel the quiet rise and fall under the palms. Even if the breath is shallow or shaky, it still knows the way home. Let the jaw soften a little. Let the shoulders sit lower than usual. Allow the face to feel kind. Now take one slow breath together, in through the nose for a gentle count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest for a tiny pause. Out through the nose or softly parted lips for a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The body does not need to work hard. The breath is a soft helper, not a drill. Stay with this rhythm for 2 more rounds, meeting each inhale like a friendly visitor and each exhale like a slow wave returning to the sea. Calm does not demand a full plan. Calm blossoms from a single soft choice repeated again and again. There may be tension in the throat or the chest. Bring awareness there with tenderness, as if placing a warm light on that area. Say quietly, I am safe in this moment. Even if safety has felt far away, it can begin right here with the way the air moves in and out. Say softly, this breath is kind to me. The breath does not judge, it just arrives and leaves with patience, carrying away what is heavy and bringing in what is fresh. If there is a feeling of being overwhelmed, picture it loosening by a small degree with each slow exhale. Not all at once, just a gentle unwinding. Let the sitting bones feel supported by the chair or the ground. Support is allowed. Let the spine grow tall but not rigid, like a reed that bends with the wind and returns to center. Let the hands rest again where they feel most natural. Notice how the belly expands on the inhale under the lower hand and how it softens on the exhale. Notice the soft beat under the upper hand. The heart has worked day and night. Offer thanks, even a small one. Thank you for carrying me. Gratitude soothes the nervous system, the way warm tea eases a cool morning. This is not about forcing positivity. It is about turning toward what supports life. If thoughts wander, that is perfectly okay. Simply bring attention back to the hand on the heart and the hand on the belly. Bring attention back to the count. In for 4, rest, out for 6. The breath is a kind rope that guides back to shore. Anxiety can roll like waves, yet a single steady breath can be a quiet harbor. When the mind senses that the body is breathing a little slower and longer, the body begins to trust that it can settle. The mind and body speak to each other all day long. Right now, let them speak in a gentle tone. Offer these words to the inner space, pairing them with breath if it helps. Inhale, I allow ease. Exhale, tension melts. Inhale, I am supported. Exhale, I soften now. Keep the phrases simple and true in this moment. If any phrase does not fit today, set it down and choose another. This practice is not about getting it perfect. It is about showing up with kindness. Show up for a few breaths, and calm will begin to show up for you. If the chest feels tight, imagine making more room inside by breathing low into the belly and the sides of the ribs. The lungs live in 3 dimensions. Give them space in all directions. The belly can expand, the ribs can widen a little, the upper chest can lift only as much as is easy. Let every exhale be a small release, like untying the first loop of a knot. Not the whole thing, just the next loop. When you exhale, let the shoulders drop a little more. When you inhale, let the belly soften a little more. Safety grows from softness, moment by moment. Now welcome the idea that this time together is a safe container. Here, all parts are allowed: the tense, the timid, the strong, the tired. All of it can breathe. Offer a gentle intention for today. Today, the breath becomes a kind friend. Say it once more with a little warmth. Today, the breath becomes a kind friend. Let the words land. There is no rush. A kind friend is never in a hurry. If the mind questions whether this small practice can help, that is natural. Let the next exhale carry that question away for just a moment, and let the next inhale bring in a little trust. Trust the steady rhythm in the body that never left, even during stormy days. Trust the small steps. A house is built brick by brick. Calm is built breath by breath. Offer one more quiet affirmation to seal the intention. Peace comes closer with each breath I take. Feel the palms, the gentle beat, the softened jaw, the grounded feet. This is the beginning, and beginnings can be soft. Now let's speak gently about what anxiety is and why the breath helps. Anxiety is not a flaw in character. It is a sign that the body has been trying to protect. The nervous system has one main job: keep life safe. It scans for danger. It catalogs past hurts. It prepares for future threats. When that system works a little too hard, it brings extra signals: quick breath, tight muscles, racing thoughts, a flutter in the belly. These signals are not punishments, they are alarms. And alarms are loud because they want attention. So we give attention, but we give it with kindness, not fear. Think of thoughts, feelings, and body sensations as a loop. A thought of worry appears, the heart beats faster. A feeling of unease follows, then more worried thoughts gather. The loop tightens. Breath becomes quick and shallow in the upper chest, which tells the nervous system that there might be danger, which tightens the loop even more. It becomes a spiral that can keep spinning throughout the day. The breath ritual is a way to step out of the spiral and place both feet on firm ground. It lowers the volume of the alarm so that clear thinking can return. When the exhale becomes a little longer than the inhale, the body reads that length as a signal of safety. Longer exhales are like gentle brakes for the nervous system. They whisper, "It's okay to slow down." When the inhale moves down into the belly, the diaphragm works like a calm pump, massaging the organs and sending a message of ease through the vagus nerve. This message spreads through the body, and the mind begins to follow. Calm thoughts grow from a calm body, just as warm light spreads through a quiet room. Anxiety often rises when there is a sense of being out of control. The breath gives a small, clear choice that can be made even in the middle of noise and pressure. You may not control the weather of life from moment to moment, but you can choose a single, slow breath. You can choose a hand over the heart and a tender phrase. That one choice tells the inner system that support is here now. From that support, the mind can question worry thoughts with more clarity. Is there action needed now, or can this wait? The body, no longer in a full alarm, can digest food better, soften tight muscles, and release stored energy. Anxiety may also carry old stories. Times when safety was uncertain can leave traces in the body. Those traces can show up as tightness today, even if the current moment is okay. The breath does not argue with old stories. It offers a new experience in real time, the feeling of steady air moving, the weight of the body supported, the warmth of a hand on the heart. These present moment signals help write new lines in the inner script. Over time, the body learns that calm is not a rare visitor. It is a resident that can be called by name. Offer this gentle practice when the first signs of worry appear. Pause, place the hands, and take 3 slow breaths with longer exhales. Label what is happening in simple words: thinking, worry, tightness, racing. Labeling softens the power of the swirl. Then add a kind phrase: "May I feel safe right now. May my breath be steady." If the mind pushes back, meet it with compassion. This is new, it may take time. No pressure, no force, only steadiness. The nervous system trusts what is consistent and kind. It can also help to check in with simple body points. Is the tongue pressed to the roof of the mouth? Let it rest. Are the shoulders lifted toward the ears? Let them drop. Is the belly held tight? Let it soften, even a little. Small releases change the inner chemistry. The heart hears that softness and slows a touch. The lungs hear that softness and open a touch. The mind hears that softness and begins to think kinder thoughts. This is mind-body talk in action. Thoughts shift feelings. Feelings shift the body shifts thoughts back again. With the breath as a guide, this loop turns in a healing direction. Offer a few affirmations as medicine, spoken quietly and paired with breath when possible. I am allowed to feel safe. Ease grows in me. My breath leads me back to calm. I can meet this moment with softness. The words are not magic spells, they are seeds. When planted again and again with the breath, they take root. In time, ease becomes a habit as real as any other. You are capable of that habit. You are worthy of that habit. You are supported in that habit. Now let the ritual come into view with clarity and kindness. The healing breath ritual has simple parts, and they work best when comfort leads the way. First, posture. Choose a seat that supports the lower back, or lie down if that feels right. Let the head stack above the spine. Let the shoulders fall away from the ears. Keep the chin level so the neck stays long. Comfort is the goal, not stiffness. A soft, stable base tells the body that it can release what it has been holding. Second, hand placement. Place one hand on the heart and one on the belly. This touch is a message of care. The upper hand listens to the rhythm of the heart. The lower hand listens to the wave of the breath. These 2 points help guide attention away from racing thoughts and back into the real living body. If the heart area feels tender today, both hands can rest on the belly. If the belly feels sensitive, both hands can rest over the ribs or the sides of the chest. Adjust with kindness. Third, the inhale. Breathe in through the nose, softly, for a count of 4. Let the belly expand under the lower hand like a small balloon filling. Allow the ribs to widen a little. Keep the shoulders relaxed. The inhale is not a gulp, it is a welcome. A comfortable, easy rise. Fourth, the pause. Hold for a short, easy beat, no strain. Think of it as a gentle hello to the breath. If holding feels uncomfortable, skip the pause. The ritual bows to comfort, always. Fifth, the exhale. Breathe out through the nose or softly parted lips for a count of 6. The jaw stays loose. The face stays kind. The belly softens and falls. The longer exhale is the calming thread of this practice. It strokes the nervous system with softness and says, all is well enough for this moment. Sixth, the anchor word. Choose a single word to pair with the breath. Soft, safe, peace, ease. On the inhale, hear the anchor word rise. On the exhale, hear it lengthen. This gives the mind a simple task and keeps it from spiraling into worry stories. If a word does not fit today, choose another. The right word is the one that feels kind in the body. Seventh, the jaw and throat. Keep the jaw loose, teeth unclenched, tongue resting on the floor of the mouth. A tight jaw can keep the nervous system on alert. Loosen it, and calm has more room. If helpful, hum very softly on the exhale, just a gentle sound. Humming can add a soothing vibration that tells the inner system to relax. If humming is not comfortable, the whisper of air is enough. Eighth, the eyes and light. Soften the gaze or close the eyes. If closing the eyes feels unsafe, keep them open with a slow, downward gaze. Adjust the light in the room to what feels comfortable. Even small changes in the environment can help the body settle. Calm loves simple, supportive settings. Ninth, timing. Begin with 3 to 5 minutes. Use a gentle timer if it helps. If sitting feels hard today, do only 3 slow breaths and return later. The ritual grows with practice. Let it be small at first. Small is wise. Small is sustainable. 10th, pacing options. If the 4 to 6 rhythm is not a fit, try a 4 to 7 to 8 pattern. Inhale for 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8. Only if it feels smooth and never forced. Or try a balanced box. Inhale 4, hold 4, exhale 4, hold 4. Keep counts tiny if needed, 2 and 3, 3 and 4. Comfort over rules. The body relaxes when it feels respected. 11th, safety. If dizziness or shortness of breath arises, return to natural breathing. Sit back, sip some water if available, or rest a hand on the belly and breathe in a simple, easy way. This ritual is a path, not a test. The kind response is the correct response. 12th, words that support the practice. Feed the mind short phrases while breathing. In this breath, I am cared for. In this breath, I let go a little. In this breath, I grow steady. Speak them inside quietly in the present tense. The present tense anchors the mind in the now, where calm actually lives. 13th, frequency. Sprinkle this ritual through the day. 3 breaths before opening messages, 3 breaths before a meal, 3 breaths before sleep, 1 minute when moving from one task to the next. Tie the practice to habits you already have, so it becomes part of the day's natural flow. Consistency builds strength the way gentle stretching builds flexibility. 14th, personalization. Make the ritual yours. Some days the hands may rest on the ribs instead of the heart and belly. Some days the exhale may stretch to 7 or 8 counts. Some days it may stay at 5. Some days the anchor word may be steady or soft, other days clear or free. Let the practice meet the day you are living, not a perfect day that never arrives. 15th, integration. When the session ends, pause before standing. Feel the support under you. Take 1 regular breath and notice the difference. It may be small, like the first ray of morning through a curtain. Small changes are real changes. They stack, they add up. They teach the body that calm is available here and now, not far away. Offer a few closing affirmations to complete this overview, letting them land with the breath. Peace begins with my next breath. Ease is welcome here. I trust this gentle practice to help me. I am worthy of calm. Say them without strain. Let them be as soft as a feather on the palm. This ritual is not a demand. It is a gift you can give to yourself at any hour. With kindness and steady practice, the breath becomes a kind friend, and anxiety loosens its hold, 1 soft exhale at a time. Let this be simple. Sit in a way that feels supported, or lie down if that brings ease. Place 1 hand on the heart and 1 hand on the belly. Allow the body to settle into the surface beneath. Take 1 natural breath without counting, just to arrive. Now bring in a gentle rhythm. Breathe in through the nose for 4 soft counts. Pause for a light beat, just enough to say hello to the breath. Breathe out through the nose or relaxed lips for 6 counts. Keep the shoulders down and the jaw loose. Let the belly lead the inhale. Feel it rise under the lower hand. Feel the soft fall on the exhale. This is the core of the ritual. Repeat this pattern for 5 rounds at a pace that does not strain. If the mind wanders, guide it back with a kind tone. The breath is your anchor, steady and close. After 5 rounds, rest for a moment. Let the breath return to its natural flow. Notice any changes. Perhaps a little more space in the chest, a bit more weight in the seat, a softer face. Nothing dramatic is needed. Small shifts count. Now begin a second set. Inhale for 4 counts. Easy pause. Exhale for 6 counts. And at the end of the exhale, wait for a half beat of quiet. This tiny, still point helps the body trust the rhythm. If the pause feels pushy, leave it out and keep the flow smooth. Continue for 5 more rounds. Keep the hands where they feel most comforting. If the heart feels tender, move both hands to the belly. If the belly is tense, rest both hands at the ribs. This practice is a conversation with your body, not a set of strict rules. Comfort leads. Sometimes the exhale can lengthen a little more. If it feels kind, try a 4 to 7 pattern. Inhale 4, exhale 7. Only do this if the body welcomes it. The nervous system responds to longer exhales. They are like a soft lullaby for tired nerves. If there is any dizziness, shorten the counts or return to normal breathing. The only goal is ease. Finish this set and rest again. Notice the temperature of the air on the upper lip, the gentle movement of the lower hand, the steadiness of the surface holding you. Let that steadiness sink in. Now try a small variation to meet different moments in the day. For focus, use a gentle box with tiny numbers. Inhale 3, hold 3, exhale 3, hold 3. Keep it light and brief, 4 rounds only, then return to the main 4 to 6 ritual. For release after a tense interaction, use 3 soft sighs. Inhale through the nose, then exhale through the mouth with a quiet, open ha, like fogging a mirror, but delicate. Let the shoulders fall. For grounding when the mind is loud, add a soft hum on the exhale. The hum does not need to be musical. It is a small vibration that tells the body it is safe to let go. Humming can be silent if sound is not possible. Feel the idea of a hum in the throat while the breath moves out calmly. Bring attention to the count again. We will do a guided round together. Inhale 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. Exhale 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Repeat. Inhale 4, rest. Exhale 6. Keep this for 5 cycles. With every exhale, let one area soften by a small degree. Perhaps the belly comes off guard. Perhaps the space between the eyebrows smooths. Perhaps the back of the tongue loosens. Small, steady changes signal safety in a way the body understands. This is not forcing relaxation. It is inviting it, like opening a window to let fresh air move through. Obstacles may visit. Restlessness may rise in the legs. Thoughts may race. The urge to abandon the practice may arrive. Meet each visitor with kindness. If restlessness comes, press the feet gently into the ground for 1 breath, then release on the exhale. If thoughts race, silently name it thinking and return to the count. If an urge to stop appears, shrink the practice to 1 single slow breath, then 1 more, and see how it feels. You are not failing when distractions happen. You are practicing in real conditions. That is valuable and strong. Close this step-by-step segment with a simple cool down. Let the breath be natural. Keep 1 hand on the heart for 3 easy breaths. Offer a quiet sentence inside. I am allowed to take things slowly. Stand up only when the body feels steady. Take your time. This small ritual, done with care, trains the nervous system to shift into a calmer state. The training is gentle, like watering a plant every day. You do not pull the leaves to make them grow. You add water, light, and patience. Your breath is that water and light. Now, let the breath carry words that heal. Pairing breath and language helps the mind and body move together in the same direction. Choose a short phrase that feels honest today. Keep it simple and present tense so that the body can follow. Begin with soft breath, the 4 to 6 rhythm. On the inhale, silently say a first phrase. On the exhale, a second phrase. Inhale, I allow ease. Exhale, tension melts. Keep the jaw loose, keep the shoulders down. Repeat for 5 rounds. Let the words ride on the air like leaves on a stream. No pushing, only gentle guidance. Choose a second pair to meet another layer of your experience. Inhale, I am supported. Exhale, I soften now. If the mind resists a phrase, choose a different one that feels kinder. Options include inhale, calm within. Exhale, peace around. Inhale, it is safe to breathe. Exhale, it is safe to rest. Inhale, steady here. Exhale, I release a little. The right phrase is the one that the body receives without tightening. Let the words be like warm hands, not commands. Soft words help soft muscles. Soft muscles help soft thoughts. Use voice only if it feels good. Whispering can be soothing, yet many days' silent speech will be enough. Speak to the inner space with the tone you would use for a dear friend who is tired and in need of care. Keep the phrases brief. The nervous system relaxes with simple, repetitive signals. If a wave of emotion rises, let the breath hold you. The words are there to support, not to cover or argue. Say, I hear you, and then return to the inhale and exhale. Kindness does not abandon itself when feelings appear. It sits and breathes. You can place these breathword pairs at key times. Use 3 rounds before opening messages. Use 3 rounds before a meal to help digestion. Use 5 rounds in the evening to tell the body it may rest soon. If a spike of anxiety arrives, make the exhale longer for a few breaths and choose a phrase that settles the area that feels most active. If the chest is tight, try inhale, space inside. Exhale, open and soft. If the belly is tense, try inhale, warmth in belly. Exhale, let go a little. If the throat is tight, try a small hum on the exhale and inhale, gentle voice. Exhale, loose jaw. If doubt appears, this is not working fast enough. Offer a steady phrase to the part that doubts. Inhale, I hear you. Exhale, we can go slowly. Doubt often softens when it is welcomed, not fought. With regular practice, these phrases become familiar paths the mind can walk even in busy settings. Over time, the body learns to link the words with the felt sense of slowing down. This is a new habit forming. New habits grow best with patience, not pressure. You can also craft a personal anchor word that fits your season of life. Perhaps it is trust, steady, clear, or free. Place the word on the inhale and let it lengthen on the exhale, as if stretching a ribbon across the breath. Keep to one word for a week to let it take root. If the word feels stale, choose another with gratitude and move on. This is a living practice. Let it evolve as you do. There may be days when words feel heavy. On those days, let the breath stand alone. The breath was the first support and will always be enough. When words become welcome again, return to a simple pair. Inhale, here. Exhale, now. The present moment is where the body can relax. The past and future live in the mind. The body lives here. Linking breath and language is a gentle way of bringing mind and body to the same table and serving them both a calming meal. Let the next part of your practice be a slow body scan guided by the breath. Keep the 4 to 6 rhythm ready and let the exhale be the soft brush that smooths each area. Start at the crown. Sense the top of the head as if a warm light is there. Inhale to notice, exhale to soften. Let the light move across the scalp. Ease at the temples, ease at the forehead. Let the small muscles above the eyes relax a notch. If the brow has been furrowed all day, allow it to spread like calm water. Inhale, notice. Exhale, release a little. Bring the breath to the eyes. Let the eyelids sit heavy but comfortable, or keep the gaze soft if the eyes are open. Let the tiny muscles around the eyes rest. On the exhale, let any strain drain down the face like a gentle stream. Move to the cheeks. Allow them to soften away from the ears. Let the mouth rest in a neutral place. Part the lips a fraction if that helps the jaw loosen. Place the tip of the tongue against the back of the lower teeth or let it float. Jaw tension is often a quiet holder of worry. On the next exhale, let it drop. If a small sigh wants to leave, allow it. Travel with the breath to the throat. Feel the space where breath passes. The throat often holds unspoken pressure. Inhale with care, exhale with kindness. If a soft hum fits, add it here. Let the hum be barely there. Move down to the neck. Let the muscles at the sides lengthen a little on each out-breath. Let the back of the neck lengthen as if the crown lifts by a hair. Shoulders next. With the inhale, notice how they sit. With the exhale, invite them to slide away from the ears. If they resist, meet that with patience. Many shoulders have been carrying extra for a long time. Offer a steady message across several breaths. You do not have to hold so much right now. Let the breath sweep into the upper back. Sense the space between the shoulder blades. On the exhale, make room there, as if the breath widens that space. Bring care to the chest. Feel the heart under the hand if the hand is still there. Inhale to meet it. Exhale to cradle it. If there is ache, hold it with warmth and no story. The heart has done so much. Offer it steady companionship rather than demands. Now attend to the ribs. Breathe into the sides as if the breath were a band that gently expands. On the exhale, let the band relax. Move to the belly. Many carry tension here. Inhale low, letting the belly swell gently under the hand. Exhale slowly, letting it soften. If the belly resists softening, try placing both hands there for a few breaths and speak to it. You are safe to rest. Relaxing the belly gives the diaphragm room to move. A free diaphragm is a signal of safety to the whole system. Let that safety ripple outward with each long exhale. Bring attention to the low back. Inhale to send breath there. Exhale to ease any tight places. Even the idea of breath reaching the low back can be soothing. Move to the hips, the bowl that holds much of the day's load. On the inhale, notice where they grip. On the exhale, let that grip loosen a touch. Picture the hips settling into the support beneath. Then the thighs. Let the tops of the thighs soften, then the sides, then the backs. Let the knees rest with no need to be locked or braced. If seated, let the legs be heavy. Travel to the calves and shins. On the exhale, let the calves unwind, ankles soften, feet spread. Feel the heels, the arches, the balls of the feet, the toes. With each exhale, let the feet give their weight to the ground. The ground can handle it. The ground has been handling weight for a very long time. If any area calls for more time, linger there. The scan is not a race, it is care in motion. Now, breathe through the whole body at once. Inhale as if drawing in calm through the crown down to the toes. Exhale as if calm spreads out through the skin, releasing stale tension. Keep it gentle, like a tide that flows in and out. If one spot remains tight, send 3 extra exhales there. No pushing, only patience. Often the last tight place is waiting to see if you will stay. Show it you will. Stay a breath longer. Close the scan with a simple integration. Feel the outline of your body and the steady support beneath. Notice the breath finding its natural rhythm. Offer 3 short affirmations, 1 per breath. Inhale, safe enough in this moment. Exhale, soft enough in this body. Inhale, Calm grows with practice. Exhale. I allow ease. Let the words fade and sit with the quiet that follows. Even if calm feels small, it is real. A single soft exhale can begin a different kind of day. You have practiced that here, and the body has learned something true. Calm can be invited, and the breath knows the way. Thoughts often try to be in charge. They rush in with stories, warnings, and worst-case pictures, and the body listens as if each one is true. It is helpful to offer a new way of relating to these thoughts without forcing them away. Picture the mind as a wide, open sky that can hold many kinds of weather. Thoughts pass through like moving patterns, while the sky remains steady. You are the steady sky. When a worried thought appears, meet it with kind clarity. Silently say, thinking, and return to the breath. Labeling is not a rejection, it is a gentle naming. Naming loosens the grip. Each time a thought is named, the body hears that it is not required to brace. The breath stays long and low, the shoulders remain soft, and the nervous system learns that loud stories can pass through without taking over. There is another way to work with unhelpful thoughts. Treat them like visitors knocking at a door. Some will be friendly, and some will bring old fear. You decide which ones stay for tea. A thought like, I am failing, knocks loudly. Instead of inviting it into the living room of your attention, you can greet it at the doorstep with a bow and let it move on. How? Take one slow inhale for 4 counts, then exhale for 6 counts. On the exhale, say inside, not now. This is not denial, it is care for your nervous system. The body cannot soothe itself while hosting a harsh guest. Once calm returns, you can sit with any useful message that remains and respond in a steady way. Try a soft reframe when a thought feels sticky. If the mind says, this is never going to change, offer, I am changing right now, one breath at a time. If the mind says, I cannot handle this, try, I am handling this breath. Reframes are not bright paint over a crack. They are gentle adjustments that bring the present back into view. The body can only work with now. When thoughts pull you far ahead or far behind, the breath brings you back to the ground where real choices live. Each reframe can be paired with an exhale. The longer out-breath helps the new sentence land in the body as well as the mind. If thoughts carry harsh tones, adjust the tone. Speak to yourself with a soft voice, the kind used with a friend who is learning something new. The mind and body follow this tone. Tense words keep muscles tight. Gentle words teach muscles how to relax. Try this practice. Notice a tense phrase. Say it softly once, then lower its volume and its speed while breathing out. Now replace it with a kind phrase in the same tender voice. Repeat the kind phrase 3 times, each time riding the exhale a bit longer. This slow pairing of breath and language reconditions the nervous system, like smoothing a wrinkled cloth with warm hands. Worried thoughts often appear in the chest, throat, or belly before you even notice them as words. Let the breath be your translator. If the chest tightens, go right there with 3 longer exhales. If the throat closes, relax the jaw and hum quietly for 2 breaths, then continue with the 4 to 6 pattern. If the belly hardens, place both hands there and say, soft on the inhale and safe on the exhale. Over time, the mind learns that it does not have to shout to be heard. The body learns that it does not have to brace to be safe. Mind and body begin to act like a team instead of opponents. It is natural for old stories to return, especially when tired or stressed. Meet them with consistency rather than argument. Create a few bridge phrases that always lead you back to the ritual. Examples: breath first, then I decide. Soften now, choose next. Calm body, clear choice. These phrases remind the system that regulation comes before problem solving. A calm body makes wise choices. A tense body makes urgent choices. With gentle repetition, this order becomes normal and the frequency and intensity of anxiety waves begin to ease. Let this work fold into the day in practical ways. Begin by anchoring the ritual to simple habits that already exist. Use 3 soft breaths before reading messages or news. Let the exhale be longer than the inhale and rest a hand on the belly. Use 1 minute of breath before eating. Digestion improves when the body is not braced. Pause after settling into a chair to work. Do 3 rounds of the 4 to 6 rhythm to tell the nervous system it is safe to focus. Place a small note where it helps, on a desk, near a mirror, by the bed, with a single word like breathe, soft, or ease. This is not a scold, it is a friendly nudge from your future self. Create a gentle journaling habit that takes only a few minutes. After a short breathing round, write 2 lines. What does my body need right now? And what can I soften today? Keep the answers simple. Water, 10 slow breaths, looser shoulders, 10 minutes of light. Say no to 1 extra task. Then complete 1 small action on the list. Taking even a tiny action signals safety to the nervous system. The body feels supported by follow-through. Anxiety fades when support grows. Bring in mirror work in a way that feels kind and doable. Stand or sit before the mirror for 1 minute. Look into the eyes with a soft gaze, not looking for flaws, just meeting the person who is living this day. Rest a hand over the heart and say slowly, I am learning to feel safe, or I am growing calmer each day. If words feel hard, breathe slowly and let the eyes hold kindness. Even 1 minute counts. This practice heals the relationship with the self, and that healing is felt in the body as warmth and ease. Build a calm corner in the space where you live. It does not need to be fancy. A simple chair, a small cushion, a timer, and perhaps a soft blanket or warm light are enough. Decide that this corner is for breathing, journaling, and quiet. Train the body to associate this spot with safety by visiting it briefly at the same times each day, after waking, midday, and before sleep. The nervous system loves patterns that signal support. Over time, stepping into this corner will be enough to begin to calm the body before the first breath even starts. Use brief gratitude cues tied to the breath. At the end of the exhale, whisper inside, thank you, for 1 small thing, a sip of water, a patch of sky, a warm cup, a helpful message, a moment of rest. Gratitude is not a demand to feel cheerful. It is a gentle focus on what feeds the system. This focus shifts the chemistry of the body toward ease. The mind begins to notice that support exists here and now, not only in the future. With practice, this soft attention helps anxious loops unwind. Adapt the ritual for key moments. In the morning, before the day gathers speed, sit at the edge of the bed with feet on the floor. Place 1 hand on the heart and 1 on the belly. Breathe in for 4, out for 6, for 5 rounds. Add 1 phrase at the end. Today I will meet myself with kindness. This sets the tone, like tuning an instrument before playing. The body learns that the first message of the day is safety. In the middle of the day, when pressure builds, use a brief reset. If seated, press the feet gently into the ground on the inhale and let the legs soften on the exhale. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Unclench the jaw. Take 3 cycles of the 4 to 6 breath. If the mind is loud, add a soft hum on the last exhale. This can be done quietly in many places, at a desk, in a hallway, in a parked car, or on a bench. The practice is portable. It goes where you go. When evening comes, prepare the body for rest. Dim the lights a little. Lie down if possible, or sit with support. Place both hands on the belly. Use a 4 to 7 to 8 pattern for 3 rounds, only if it feels easy, then return to the 4 to 6 rhythm for 5 rounds. Sweep the body with the breath from head to toe, letting each exhale release the day. End with a short sentence, I am safe to sleep. Many find that sleep comes more readily when the evening routine is calm and repeated. The body learns the steps and responds. During travel or movement, pair breath with rhythm. On a walk, breathe in for 4 steps and out for 6 steps. Let the arms swing naturally. Let the jaw be soft. On public transport, keep the anchor word inside, soft, steady, or free, rising with the inhale and lengthening with the exhale. In a waiting room, rest the tongue low in the mouth and count the breath quietly. These small practices prevent tension from building and keep the system balanced as the day unfolds. For moments of strong anxiety, create a clear plan that you can follow even when thinking feels clouded. Step 1. Place a hand on the belly and one on the heart. Step 2. Take 6 longer exhales, not worrying about the inhale. Step 3. Name the experience in simple terms: tight, fast, shaky, and say, I can be kind while this passes. Step 4. Sip water or place both feet on the ground and push gently, then release. Step 5. Choose one brief phrase and repeat it for 1 minute. The plan removes guesswork and the body relaxes when it knows what comes next. The breath ritual is a faithful companion. It does not ask you to be perfect. It simply walks with you step by step through the real day you are living. If the day is smooth, the breath keeps it steady. If the day is rough, the breath gives you ground to stand on. This companionship grows with gentle attention. Even 1 minute, repeated often, can change the way the inner system responds to life. Take a few moments now to gather what has been learned. Anxiety is the body's way of seeking safety, and the breath is a simple key that unlocks that safety from within. A longer exhale calms the nervous system. Soft words ease tight muscles. Kind attention brings the mind and body onto the same team. Gentle metaphors let thoughts pass without a fight. Micro practices slid into daily life build strength quietly, like steady drops filling a cup. Routines for morning, midday, evening, and travel weave calm through the hours. This is not about finishing. It is about returning again and again to what is kind. Let the closing be simple and heartfelt. Sit or lie in a way that feels comfortable. Place a hand over the heart and one on the belly, or let both hands rest where they feel most at ease. Breathe in through the nose for 4 soft counts. Pause briefly. Breathe out for 6 counts. Do this for 5 gentle rounds. Offer these words to the inner space in a voice that is patient and warm. Peace begins with my next breath. Allow the sentence to land in the body. Softness is safe for me. Let the shoulders drop a little more. I am worthy of calm. Feel the belly soften. Now choose one affirmation to carry with you for the day ahead. Options include, I meet myself with kindness. I choose one soft breath. Ease grows in me, or I can be gentle and strong. Place that phrase on the inhale and let it lengthen on the exhale. Keep it with you as a pocket-sized friend. Use it before a task, during a pause, or at night before sleep. Let it help guide the nervous system toward steadiness. A final word for the heart. Healing often arrives quietly. It does not always make a grand entrance. It shows up in small moments. Your hand resting over your heart, a longer exhale, the body unclenching a little sooner than before, a kinder sentence spoken inwardly. These are not small achievements. They are signs of real change. Trust these signs. Trust the body's wisdom as it learns a new rhythm. Trust the breath, which has been with you since the beginning and will be with you through every step to come. Peace is not far away. It is here, in the simple act of soft breathing, in the gentle choice to speak kindly within, in the willingness to practice for a minute and then another. Take one more slow inhale for 4 counts. Pause softly. Exhale for 6 counts. Let the face feel kind. Let the heart feel heard. The path is clear and kind, one soft breath, then the next.